This is AVIOT, Atypical Voices in Our Time, the official podcast of Chemistry Productions. That's spelled K3MISTRY Productions, a media education company.
So go a little something like this. That's AVIOT.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is the AVIOT podcast. I am Jay Stokes, joined by Koya and Jay Random. Hope all of y'all are doing very well this evening.
Hey, guys.
Yes. Doing good. Let's get it.
All right. Yeah, let's get it. So, Random and Koya text me saying we're going to do a hard 30 today. So let's hope we can cut this show in 30 minutes. And to start things off, have y'all heard the new Savage remix by Beyonce and Meg Thee Stallion? That dropped today and has been trending on Twitter all day long.
Courtesy of you? Yes, I have.
No, I haven't. Well, I only heard 20 seconds and I was done.
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed.
I listened to Beyonce's part, really. I heard the other part of the song. So, yeah. So 30 seconds for me. Beyonce's
30 seconds.
part only. Her energy didn't seem to match the song that well.
It didn't.
I didn't really understand what the hype was about. She like she was sleepy, but she just wanted to do something. She was like, let me just hop up here real quick. She didn't give me no energy. You know, it has a TikTok dance. It's like a viral song. She should have gave us something more. It was dropped.
And the thing is, it reminds me of the conversation we had last week with parents and people who are married trying to do the most.
Yeah, as a parent, I'm like, there's a way that I hold myself in having daughters that certain behaviors, whether it's twerking or not, like that behavior is not permitted, right? Because that's not how I'm conducting myself.
Because Beyonce's trying to present this persona on that song. And it's like, girl, you married with 3 kids. Nobody paying attention to you. Well, the Beehive is obviously, but it's like, I can't take her seriously.
Yeah,
like she's saying all these things.
Down this podcast. We got to be careful. We got to tread lightly.
Please, we need the views. We need the views.
People harassing me with bees under my pictures on Instagram, trying to mind my damn business. I don't got no time for that. I don't stand with him on that, y'all. She's cool. No worries.
That's a mess.
Yeah,
That's a mess.
But no, Random, you were right, though. It didn't really do anything for me. I mean, I'm indifferent, but all the hype that it got, I was just like, it didn't have the same energy as the original song. There was a lot of harmonies and melodies going on and everything. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, I think it was better without Beyonce.
I think it was
Beyonce
better.
was needed.
I think it was better, and I think Meg hyped it up more than anything. I saw her on IG acting like a fool. And I was like, what's she acting like this for?
Because it's Beyonce. People act like Beyonce is God. Like she's the end all and the be all.
Well, guess what?
Love Beyonce.
That song is old and it's gonna stay old now. Nobody gonna play that version. Like nobody, seriously, nobody plays the Kendrick Lamar version of Mask Off. No one plays that.
There's a Kendrick Lamar version?
A Mask Off? I
didn't know that.
Put like this.
It's not bad. Nobody just want to hear it.
Anything, yeah, exactly. Anything sounds better than Future, by far. He definitely sounds better on the beat than Future does, but nobody wants to hear it. You know, it's just like next. Like
he did a better job, but for some reason I'd rather just keep it the way it is. I don't know.
Exactly.
He really did do a better job. That's weird.
Did a way better job. But you know, it's just
my ears are just fixed.
Yeah, right. It's fixed, and we're already like over it. Like, okay, next song, nice beat. We already heard it. Yeah. It's old, just like Beyonce.
He needed to just come with more energy, I think. Then we would have appreciated it more. We would it would have revived it if it was fresher or something.
And she's not a good rapper, so.
And that's what she was doing?
Well, that's what she was doing. On my 20 seconds, that's what I got out of my 20 seconds. Okay, to be honest, it was more like 7 seconds. More like 7 seconds. Sorry, guys.
But the thing is, I think there's a beauty in simplicity a lot of times. Like, for example, when she did Can You Feel the Love Tonight on the new Lion King that came out last year, she was doing so many runs and everything in the song that it kind of killed it.
You know that.
But it was too much. It was too much. It was too much, though.
You ever seen a funeral? You ever seen a black person funeral?
A wedding? Anything?
Eye on a Sparrow?
Oh, okay. You're right. Yes,
that's about 12 minutes long.
You know, we love a good run, y'all. Come on. It's
That's true. But it was the original is better. Like, can you feel the love tonight? Just keep it simple. But Beyonce, can you feel the love? Like, she all over the place. I'm like, come on.
Hey, telling you, man. We just do the most. Look, we do the most.
That's her voice anyway, though. She naturally has like a runny sounding voice.
Yeah.
Like, does she ever really sing clear notes, like one little straight? Like, you know, everything she does has like a weird. I don't know.
Well,
Beyonce
because
doesn't
her
do
voice.
it without rhymes.
Because her voice wouldn't be able to carry if she sang straight, because she has a naturally flatter voice. So it wouldn't be able to, like, take Beyonce and Jennifer Hudson. Who are you inviting to sing at a major recital? You're inviting Jennifer Hudson because she has a powerful, booming voice that's going to move you. You have Beyonce sing at something, you're going to be like, okay.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like at the Kobe tribute, right? The Kobe tribute at Staples Center, they had Jennifer Hudson sing. The only reason Beyonce sang at the Kobe Memorial, where everybody else spoke, is because Kobe and his wife liked one of her songs. That's the only reason why she was singing during that time.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
she
like
should be able to sing better, I think. But now she sounds like she smokes a lot of weed. Her voice got deeper and deeper and deeper. What? They said she smokes a lot, and you can kind of hear it. She used to be able to sing better, I felt like, when she was younger, but now she sounds a little smoked out. Maybe it's Newports too. I don't know. It doesn't sound good. It's a little.
You think it's her husband's influence?
No, I just think it's something she likes to do.
Listen,
we ain't gonna do it
this
Whitney
is not
and
Bobby and Whitney.
I seen it coming. We ain't gonna do that. People gotta take accountability for their own stuff. Nope.
Exactly.
I liked Whitney and Bobby together. I really did, and I don't think it's his fault that she was.
Nah, it's definitely not his fault. She had her own demons. She had her own demons, man.
You don't agree? Jay Stokes, you disagree?
Yo, real quick, who saw Bobby lately? Bobby don't got the crackhead. Bobby don't got the crackhead stroke look.
He looks good.
You see
he
him?
looks good.
Oh, yeah,
he looks very good.
You sent me the snippet.
His lip ain't hanging.
Damn.
No, he probably went to like a speech to somebody to get that back under control.
It ain't like that no more. Shit, yo. His shit
he got rid of that coke jaw. Maybe
yo, that coke jaw ain't no joke.
I don't know.
Wait, ain't that what Pusha T said? We give him Bobby Brown jaw?
Yo, that Bobby Brown jaw was real.
That should
like
be
Bobby,
leaning hard.
Like Bobby now, he smiles and it's all uniform. It's not like before we got that part.
He probably got somebody to hook that up. He got a little bit of coin.
Yeah, I seen him talking. I was like, yo, Bobby got that jaw fix?
He does look better.
Yeah.
He look rehabilitated.
Fat and swollen.
He's trying to get back into the swing of things. I went to see him in a concert. He was sweating up a storm, and he sat down and told us how tired he was. I was cracking up. It was a good show.
Was that the old Bobby? That's the old the Bobby.
This was like 3 years ago. I saw him in Jersey.
Oh yeah, he still had that jaw.
He was sweating.
He still had that jaw. He still had that jaw.
Oh yeah, that jaw was alive and well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see? Yeah, he got better. He got better. About time. Oh, good.
Well, Coy, to answer your question, I mean, they were cool together. That was before my time when I was like conscious. So not like conscious, like woke conscious like actually aware of my life.
Yeah, like older.
Yeah. So that was before my time. So yeah, I mean, I can't really comment on it too much, but my thing is anything that's detrimental for you, I don't think you should indulge in it. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, especially coke and crack. Coke and crack and all them other drugs. Just stick to weed. Just stick to weed, please, everyone. Everyone, just stick to weed.
Yeah, for real. It's from the earth, guys.
Yeah, exactly. All of the shit, somebody making it in the lab. No, sorry, not the lab. The bathroom, in the kitchen. Maybe the lab.
And the pills, too. Y'all ain't no better doing pills. People on pills, swear they doing better than people that smoke weed. That's a lie.
I know.
Pills got all types of opioids and things in there. Please, y'all ain't doing no better than the crackheads on the street.
Really not.
But then you got to watch out. You got to watch out for the people that put like angel dust and stuff in the marijuana. Like they try to mix other things in there, like a synthetic weed. Like that's like crazy.
Yeah, but that's people who like it. Comes down to preference again. Some people like that. Not me. But you know, each his own. Y'all like them love boats. Live your life.
You heard me? You got to know your dealer.
Oh, hello. Know your people. You got to know who to trust.
Exactly.
But PCP smells like it, and it looks like it. It's like black, and it smells like ink. So, for those of you who don't know,
yeah. We're not promoting drug use on this show, y'all. No,
not at all. We're not promoting drug use. We just saying please stay away from that. Yeah.
But going back to the Beyonce,
until they legalize marijuana.
Well, they've legalized it in certain areas. But going back to the Beyonce Meg Thee Stallion thing, one thing that's good about it is that supposedly the proceeds for the song are supposed to be going to coronavirus relief in Houston through Bread of Life. So that's an organization. Yeah. So I will say, if that is actually true, then I can't say anything negative about that song.
Listen, all the proceeds?
It said proceeds. That's you got to read language.
Oh, from when
they said proceeds.
Okay.
Yes.
It says proceeds. Don't say all. It says proceeds.
If it says proceeds, that means like that's tricky language.
That's a percentage.
Exactly. That's a percentage. Exactly.
You know what? Because listen, Meg got to eat. Meg got to eat.
Yeah, Megan's not in a place like Beyonce.
No, she doesn't.
The whole thing
away. No, Meg does not have to eat anymore. No, no.
Why is that?
No. Listen. Can you imagine her head getting any higher than it is now? All the money she's making now, she's bragging about it.
She ain't making no money. She only sold 40,000. Yo, she sold less than Uzi Vert. Uzi Vert ain't been out for like 3 years. Uzi sold 275,000. The same. He came out the same.
Stop.
Oh, Koi. Let me tell you something.
Well, Koi. Also, I think it's because Meg. I think because Meg recycles the same material in different ways. She says the same things in different ways. So it's like the same thing. You could say the same thing of other rap artists, but I will say Uzi can actually spit. Like he can actually spit.
He's a class by himself. He's different.
He is very different.
Yeah, that's
he does. No, he does. And he has. Yeah, you're right. And he has followers because Uzi hasn't been out in 2 years. We hear Meg all you want, every other day. And when the album come out, he sells 275. She only sells 40.
So that makes me question: do you think she's an industry plant, or do you think she's legit?
I think she's legit. It's just people are over her. And I think people are over how she's doing her business. People are over the fact that she's now trying to make money with Rock Nation and forgetting the people that put her on.
Oh, okay. And then she twerking all over the place. Then remember that clip from last week.
Riding that dick till he come twice. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I ain't never fucked on a nigga that ain't came 3 times. That's facts. That's facts.
That clip from last week talking about, I do this. I get men like this when she's drunk on the live. I'm like, come on, man. I understand you're young and you're making your mistakes now, but I'm telling you, this is not the time. You playing with big money right now.
She probably regrets it. When you haven't been famous that long, sometimes you still do regular shit. She probably was drunk. You know how drunk regular people get online?
She was.
Wasted. She was just having a regular day. It probably was a bad call, but it was a regular day. It happens. A lot of people get drunk and go live. Luckily, it ain't me, though. I don't play like that. I get drunk. I cut the phone off just to make sure I don't text nobody.
Well, there you go.
Good.
Listen.
Good.
You got to play it safe.
You do. But I don't care for the song. I don't even care if it's even... The proceeds sound kind of sketchy to me, so I'll pass.
Got a skeptic here. All right.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm glad you said that. Speaking of skeptics, are we skeptical about UFOs still? What? Because a report just came out that what are you doing? You just threw me off with what you got right in front of the camera. The phone's in the camera. Yeah, and I'm looking at Koya through the phone.
My bad.
Right. I was looking at myself like, that's me.
That's all right.
I'm talking. I'm like, are you trying to tell us something?
Oh, man, no. I was
For real,
actually...
text me. Don't put it in my face like that.
Nah, not at all. I just happened to pick up my phone and scratch my head, so I didn't realize that it was reflecting and showing. So as you were saying, UFOs, what's up?
Anyway. So I'm glad Koya mentioned this thing about being skeptical because I'm asking, is everyone still skeptical if UFOs exist? Because the Department of Defense has actually authorized the release of 3 unclassified Navy videos, one taken in November 2004 and the other 2 taken in January 2015, which actually shows video of an unidentified object flying that was caught by the Navy, I believe. And people are like, yo, UFOs actually exist. So I want to know what your thoughts are.
Duh.
Okay. I've met people that still think that we're the only people here in this universe.
Best of luck to those. Those are the people who say the earth is flat too and 5G about to take us out, right? They're all together, those people. They all hang out together. I just find it sad that 2020 has been so ghetto that people don't even care as UFOs. We just got so much on the brain right now. It's like, oh, all right, just another thing to add to the shit list. 2020 is ghetto. It's chaotic. So I just think that people are just tired. We don't even care no more. They can come hang out with us at this point. We wouldn't give a damn. It's enough going on down there. I just feel like everybody's tired. Everybody's tired.
No, you have a point, and I feel like, what a coincidence. Now they're showing us fucking UFOs when we going through what we going through. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Yeah, that's
distractions for some other shit that's about to go down. Mm-hmm. We've been through that.
Like, it's like, now you're going to show us this shit? We ain't worrying about that. People worrying about going back to work. People worrying about putting food on the fucking table. They don't care about ET. Tell his ass don't come back around. Don't phone home. Fuck out of here. Like, yo, we don't care. Like, like you said, we don't give a fuck. He can come to the cookout. We don't care. Treat his ass
they
like
invite everybody else. Let him and his people come through. We don't give a damn no more. People just want to go back to work. Like you said, make sure they go feed their kids. Want the kids back at school. Damn homeschooling is a fucking drag.
Yo, homeschool is another job.
I
feel for y'all.
Homeschool is another job. Number one, and number two is like homeschool. It reminds you that you really don't know that much. You be like, yo, what grade you in again?
Oh, that should be stressing me. I'm like, what? You better email your
like,
teacher.
what type of math is this?
Stuff they're not going to use in real life.
Yeah.
Wasting time.
It's no joke. It's no joke.
It is no joke.
The timing is just the weird part, though. You know?
It is.
Like Jay said, it's a lot going on right now. We don't need
a lot going on. That shit is just, listen, we said to try and get over the fact that our dumbass president told everybody last week, Thursday, to inject themselves with disinfectant.
Bleach.
And put bleach.
Lysol. We got real stuff to worry about.
And put lights. Put what?
UV lights inside.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck you trying to get rid of? Vampires?
We don't even know.
And then the next day, you try to backtrack and talking about, I was just being sarcastic. Like, dude,
he's
now
he's backtrack.
No, do you know how many people went to the hospital off of that sarcasm?
Yes. His MAGA people, they should all be there though. That's what they get.
Yeah,
he needs to go too. I don't feel bad.
Yeah.
Yo, one man went to the ER with chemical burns in his asshole, and they talking about why you do this. He said, because the president told me to do it. Like, you gonna pour bleach in your butt? Come on, son.
The butt, not the backdoor entry.
Yo, he trying to clean away his sins or something.
He was up to some other shit. He trying to clean out something else. He gonna blame it on the president.
Exactly. Trying to get rid of the evidence.
He was living low and try to, put the bleach in there real quick, cover up the evidence. Sir, you're not low.
Evidence,
I should have been an investigator. I know how to get to the bottom of stuff fast.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. But it's bad when Lysol had to actually come out with a service announcement saying, you saw that, right? Please do not ingest our product. It's for cleaning only. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like,
scary time.
Scary time. It's scary time. That's why you don't see him no more. And when he comes out, like
did they limit his appearances now? They limited how much they're going to televise the press conferences?
Yes, they limited. Last time he did it for 20 minutes, didn't answer any questions and left. Now he has the doctors talk.
Yeah, he should just sit back for a little bit. Go hide out.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, so
I'll tell you, if Joe Biden doesn't win this election, like literally, it's being handed to him. If he cannot pull this off, it's gonna be something.
I agree. And the sad part is, when you look at everything, you say to myself, how in the hell can this man even fix his lips to try to run again? And what if he wins? That right there is going to be a stain on America.
No, well, it wouldn't surprise any of us. Racism always wins. Yes. Come on.
No. Racism always wins. But now, look. We already knew, as the people who didn't vote for him, he was off. We knew he was off. We didn't know what he was off on, but we knew he was off. Like when you see that kid that's missing, that he almost one shy of that chromosome, and you looking at him like, he off in that face.
He kind of passed the normal, but something up once he started talking. Yeah.
What? You like, yo, he's off.
I know a couple people like that. I know they were
too. It's like once they talk, you be like, aha.
Right, the aha moment go off. I knew your ass was a little
helmet
slow.
Head.
It's cool.
Helmet head. You wasn't too short. Exactly. So we already knew, like, yo, something's off with him. But now to hear him, like, the icing on the cake was last week Thursday for me. I already knew, but it's like, okay,
nothing
guys.
He said surprises me anymore, though.
No, but last week when he told, I couldn't believe it. I was watching it live. This man said, and you take the disinfectant and inject it. I said, what? Do you hear this man telling everybody to inject
I think he had everybody shook with that one.
Remember that video you sent with the lady? Was zooming in on the lady.
Yes.
The one that was sitting on the side, right? With her head like,
Yep.
I know this.
There's a doctor sitting on the side.
She would not give him eye contact.
She was
the camera zooming in right in on her.
The cameraman always messy. Always messy.
Yo, and that's why her particular was like, I'm sorry, she said that's why she's not behind him and she tries not to be anywhere when he's speaking now because the cameras are actually look at the doctors to get their face expressions. It's like, no.
Does he be talking some bull?
Yeah. They be looking like, no, he didn't say this.
It's terrible.
So, yeah, it is real embarrassing. So the aliens, to answer your question, I believe in aliens? I mean, UFOs? I wouldn't put it past it. Put it like this. I know we can't be the only ones in this universe. I know that for sure. And, I just feel like it's perfect timing that they're actually talking about it now. Because we don't give a fuck.
Nope.
We would have cared.
I used to care.
We would have cared in January.
I used to.
We would have cared in January.
Early January. Not
like
late.
January 10th.
Yes. Yeah.
January 10th, we would have been down with like, oh shit. Because if y'all can remember, you remember back in October, a whole bunch of people were supposed to go to Area 51 and bum rush it?
Yeah. And the government was on their ass. Like, don't come over here playing.
Exactly.
Now the government giving us the key to the damn castle. Like, oh yeah, here you go.
Everybody's just tired. Everybody tired,
Nobody
man.
cares.
They tired. We tired. Nobody cares.
Don't try to bring this shit up when everything clear. They're gonna be like, nah, that was a hoax. That's what
right.
Exactly.
You're right. They love to call something a hoax after the fact.
Love to call it a hoax. So
You're right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yo, speaking of people being messy during these times, do y'all know this political conservative commentator named Ben Shapiro?
He sounds familiar. He sounds like a judge. Who the hell is he?
So Ben Shapiro, he's a conservative commentator. He talks about politics a lot. And he has been under fire today because a recording came out where he was saying if someone who is 81 dies of coronavirus, that's not the same as someone who is 30 dying of coronavirus. If grandma dies in a nursing home at age 81, that's tragic and it's terrible. Also, the life expectancy in the U.S. is 80.
Wow.
So he's pretty much saying, well...
You trying to say grandma you on borrowed time anyway, sis? So you could really
pretty
go.
much. Pretty much.
The
Some people are like,
what a heathen.
Yeah. So
that man is.
Wait, I'll play the actual so you can hear it.
Right. If somebody who is 81 dies of COVID-19, that is not the same thing as somebody who is 30 dying of COVID-19. I mean, if this were killing children, everyone would be in for lockdown forever. That's the reality, right? If a bunch of 5-year-olds were dying of COVID-19 and people were saying get back to work, everybody would be like, nope, I'm not letting my 5-year-old die. If grandma dies in a nursing home at age 81, that's tragic and it's terrible. Also, the life expectancy in the United States is 80. So that is not the same thing. In moral terms, you want to save every life you can. At the same time, to pretend that it is of the same calculation, the age of the person, no public policy acts like that. Not a single public policy in American life acts like that.
Whoa.
That sounds crazy, right? Right?
Morally, you should not even come out your mouth, sir.
No.
That sounds crazy.
But you know Anglos,
right? You know how they get down?
I was about to say, yo, that
every time
privilege yo, that privilege is off. Yo, that feeling of privilege.
Why they calling the people the Flu Klux Klan, the white people that's outside protest, the Flu Klux Klan? Yo, they want everybody back outside. They are ridiculous.
And they kill me talking about we don't get back to work. Half of them like they ain't have a job in years.
All got silver spoons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They want the kids back at school. That's what it is. They're not
That's all it is.
Kids.
That's all it is. They want their kids back. They don't give a fuck if they stay home. They want them kids out the house. Them kids in the house, I know they gotta be driving people crazy.
Especially people who don't watch their own kids. You know, they're going sick right now. Those are the alcoholic stuff.
Yes.
Yo, the funny thing is Justin Timberlake said something that was hilarious. He said parents are not made to parent their kids for 24 hours. Some shit like that. I was like, huh? But I was he was saying, like far as he was saying, I guess so many ways he was saying it's 24 hours in a day. If you break it out, now that your kid is probably in preschool for a few hours, blah, blah, blah. Now parents actually have to, especially like entertainers. Imagine entertainers. They don't want to watch their kids for 2 minutes, let alone 24 hours. But now they stuck in the house.
No, that's a privileged thing to say because before all this entertainment and everything came, you were watching your children.
Who?
Come on, man.
Not him. Us, but not him.
Yeah, he's been famous since he was like
him.
5.
Well, I'm just saying in general, a general statement.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing I really hope comes out of this coronavirus pandemic is that people stop worshiping celebrities or looking to them for guidance or advice, because a lot of them really showed their true colors.
Yes, sir.
Well, who the hell is still looking? Okay.
Yeah.
When you're a teenager, maybe you like kind of look up to celebrities, but grown people, that's really sad.
Once again,
have you seen the grown people going after Beyonce and Meg Thee Stallion today? They're grown people in the beehive. Yeah, there are grown people in the beehive.
Yeah. But damn, look up to her. Like, what about just appreciate the music or think she's so pretty or something like that? But look up to her for what? She done stayed with Jay-Z after all that cheating and carrying on. Like, what kind of example is she setting again? Just so I could be clear.
It's cheaper to keep them. That's the example I got. Cheaper to keep them.
Yeah, you're right.
Cheaper to keep them.
But my thing is, don't go around claiming I'm such a bad B and all this stuff, and you stay with a man that cheated on. Are you really that bad? Are you really that bad?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Some women just don't want somebody else to have the person. Even though the person treat them like shit, they'll rather just stay there unhappy versus looking at him love somebody else. People are toxic like that. You know how it is. I'd rather you be unhappy with me than happy with somebody else.
Oh, well.
That's just toxic behavior.
Toxic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, so real quick, what about this Denzel joint?
Yeah. I was just gonna say I don't have kids and I'm not married, so I'm speaking on the outside looking in.
And now for a quick commercial break.
Hey guys, as you can hear, we are unapologetic in our opinions. We may be politically incorrect or possibly wrong, but don't knock us for being ourselves and saying what many are too afraid to admit out loud. Anyways, if you have any thoughts or questions about our show, email us at chemistryproductions@gmail.com. That's K3MISTRY productions@gmail.com. We'll be sure to address whatever you have to say.
With the Denzel thing, basically Katie Couric said that she had an interview with Denzel back in 2004. Jay showing the phone to the camera again. Okay. Basically, Katie Couric.
This time he flipped it, child, so we can see the time. Go ahead.
Exactly. We got 2 minutes, hard 30. We got to stop. So Katie Couric was talking about an interview she did with Denzel Washington back in 2004, where he made her feel uncomfortable because she was asking him about how people think that Hollywood folks should stick to acting and not talking about politics. So Denzel was defensive and was like, I am a regular person who acts, so I should be able to speak my mind, da-da-da-da. And she's talking about how she still likes him as an actor, but it made her feel uncomfortable back then. I'm reading this saying, how is this news? Why is this news?
Whoa. What did he say? Did he call out her name? Did he grope her butt? Like what?
Okay.
Just because he has an opinion?
You said you said 2 minutes, so I was trying to do this quick. So basically, she asked him whether or not Hollywood folks should stick to acting, right? And so Denzel said, I don't know what Hollywood folks are, first of all. Hollywood is a town that has some stars on the sidewalks. I don't know anyone from there. So I don't like that saying, calling you a type of folks. I'm not a Hollywood folk. I don't know who they are. So basically, Katie was saying that interview back then made her feel uncomfortable. But my question is, why are you even bringing this out now? Why you wait all these years to say it? And why is this news?
Think about it. It's Katie Couric, right? What is she doing besides saying that? What is she doing? Like, I'm trying to put a face to the name. What does she do? Katie Couric.
I know Katie Couric. I know exactly what she looks like. But Katie Couric not really hot right now. So that's what I'm saying. Buzz.
Yeah.
Girl, please. You should have talked about it in 2004 when he said it. Nobody cares right now. We're going through real shit, y'all. Talk about stuff of importance or we don't want to hear it. Right, guys?
Exactly. The man only basically said, listen, no, that's not me. I'm basically allowed to be what I want to be. What's the problem?
Yeah. She was saying he took it out of context. She took
his response out of context to feel uncomfortable.
That's the problem with that word uncomfortable when they say it.
Karens, you know how Karens are.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So uncomfortable.
Karen.
That's a Karen move.
Yeah,
that's a Karen move. Oh, Koya, right quick, before we end the show, I went back, because remember I was telling you about the Becky thing? So yes, it was used as a way, like a sexual innuendo, right? But there was a Root article that I read, and they actually classified Beckys into 5 types. There's 5 types of Beckys.
What?
Okay, so what is it?
There is Rebecca. Rebecca is like the Aryan queen, and the example they gave for Rebecca was just like what's the woman's name that was on the conservative host that went to ABC?
Kelly?
Yes, Kelly. What's her last name?
I don't know her last name. I know her first name is Kelly.
Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly.
Yeah.
Megyn Kelly. So they said Megyn Kelly is like Rebecca. Then they said there's Reba. Reba is the one like hardcore feminist. That's like Lena Dunham. That's a Reba. And then they said there is Beckisha, and I'm pretty sure y'all know who Beckisha is.
Oh, damn.
Beckisha messed around with that one black dude in college, and now she's down for the cause. You know what I'm saying? That's Beckisha.
Ooh, no, that's 3. The subtle shade.
That's 3. Then there's Becca, and Becca is your local white supremacist that works at a non-for-profit that cries over puppies getting killed, but looks the other way when people talk about Trayvon Martin. That's Becca. And then there's
person's name again?
Becca.
Becca. Yeah, I know a lot of Becca.
And they even had like mating calls for these people. They're like, a Becca. A Becca is a person that says, "I voted for Obama twice."
That's
a
I
Becca.
have some black friends from college.
Yes,
Becca.
That's a Becca. That's a Becca. And then there's the last. No, Beccas are the worst because Beccas are wolves in sheep's clothing.
Right.
Yes.
And then the last one. Yes, infiltrators. Then the last one I think is like Beckyzilla or something like that. And Beckyzilla is pretty much like the hardcore white supremacist, like a Tommy Lauren. That's Beckyzilla.
Tommy Lauren don't give a damn though. She be on some shit every day. She likes static. She
yes,
she do. Controversy and static. Like she lives for that shit. She's crazy.
Yes, so I definitely encourage everyone to look at the article, The 5 Types of Beckys. That was actually hilarious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Becca's get under my skin.
Yes. With that being said,
the rest of them, whatever.
Yes. We're going to end this podcast right here. We didn't quite stop at the hard 30, but we got close to there. Nice talking with y'all. As usual, my family. I love seeing y'all every Wednesday.
Yes. Yeah. Same here. Everybody have a good one. Stay in the house.
Wash your hands.
Do you even stay in the house anymore?
Yourself. Huh?
Do you even stay in the house anymore?
No, they be opening up the states now.
Well, they open up Connecticut no time soon.
Oh, we can go back outside?
I know. Yeah, I think so.
We can go back outside now.
Real quick. Now in Bridgeport, they shut Bridgeport down at 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all the stores are shut down.
I hear people outside right now.
No, the stores.
Oh, yeah, the stores been shut down.
Yeah, stores shut down 8 o'clock.
That's good.
What you gonna do? So that's why if you out now, then you up to no good.
Well,
hey Jay Stokes, yo, when you finish editing this, let me know how many I did this episode. All right, I'm out. Deuces.
Bye guys.
Peace.
So go a little something like this. That's AVIOT.